Title, the verdict, content. The video played on Richard's laptop screen in crisp, damning clarity. Maya watched herself answer her apartment door Thursday night, watched Cameron step inside, watched the door close behind them. The timestamp read 8:47 p.m. The camera angle suggested Jennifer had been positioned across the street with a telephoto lens, patient and methodical. The next clip showed Cameron leaving Friday morning at 6:23 a.m., his overnight bag visible over his shoulder. Then Saturday night, 9:15 p.m., Cameron arriving again, Sunday morning, 7:48 a.m. Cameron leaving, coffee cups in hand. The final clip was from last night, Cameron entering at 11:32 p.m., staying through the crisis with Jennifer stalking, leaving this morning at 6:15 a.m. when the car service arrived. Richard stopped the video. The silence in his office was suffocating. Jennifer sent this to my personal email at 3 this morning, Richard said, his voice dangerously quiet. With a very detailed timeline, documenting every violation of my explicit instructions. She's already shared it with her attorney, who is preparing to use it in her civil lawsuit against Maya. Maya's hands were clenched so tightly in her lap that her nails bit into her palms. Beside her, Cameron sat rigid, his jaw set. Patricia Ramos spoke carefully. Richard, I understand your anger, but we need to consider the context. The context, Richard interrupted, is that I gave them a direct order to maintain professional distance. Not as a suggestion, not as a guideline, as a condition of their continued employment at this firm. He turned his gaze to Maya and Cameron. An order you both acknowledged and agreed to follow. Yes, Maya said quietly, and then proceeded to violate, repeatedly, within hours of agreeing to it. Cameron leaned forward. Richard, Jennifer was stalking Maya's building at 3 a.m. She was sending death threats. I wasn't going to leave her alone. Then you should have called building security. Called the police. Called me. Richard's voice rose slightly. What you should not have done was spend the night in her apartment, again, after I explicitly told you both that your relationship was putting her partnership at risk. Maya felt her throat tighten. You're right. Richard blinked, clearly not expecting that response. You're right, Maya repeated, her voice stronger now. We violated your instructions. We knew the consequences, and we did it anyway. She met his gaze directly, but I won't apologize for it. Patricia made a small warning sound, but Maya continued. Jennifer has been terrorizing me for weeks. She blackmailed me, stalked me, violated a restraining order, and showed up outside my building in the middle of the night, promising to deliver justice personally. And yes, Cameron stayed with me, because I was terrified and he refused to leave me alone with someone who has demonstrated she's willing to cross any boundary to destroy me. Maya's hands were shaking now, but she kept her voice steady. So if you're going to fire me for that, fine. If you're going to deny my partnership for choosing my safety and my relationship over perfect compliance with firm policy, that's your right. But I will not pretend I regret having someone I love with me when I needed him most. The word love hung in the air between them. Cameron's hand found hers under the table, squeezing gently. Richard was silent for a long moment, his expression unreadable. Then he sighed, and some of the anger seemed to drain from his shoulders. I'm not going to fire you, he said finally. Maya's breath caught. But I am furious, not because you're in a relationship. I've made my peace with that. I'm furious because you both lied to me. He looked between them. When I gave you that directive, you both nodded and agreed. You looked me in the eye and told me you understood. And then you went right back to what you were doing, knowing that every moment you spent together was ammunition for Jennifer's lawyers. Patricia cleared her throat. Richard, with respect, the surveillance video actually helps our case. It demonstrates the extent of Jennifer's obsession. She was watching Maya's building for days, documenting Cameron's movements, building a dossier. That's not the behavior of someone filing a legitimate lawsuit. That's stalking. It's also evidence that my associates violated firm policy, Richard countered, which Jennifer's attorneys will use to argue that Maya manipulated the situation. That she got Jennifer fired to cover her own ethics violations, that this entire harassment narrative is fabricated. Maya felt sick. Is that what you think? No. Richard's voice softened slightly. But it doesn't matter what I think. It matters what a jury might think if this goes to trial. It matters what the partnership committee will think when they vote in 3 weeks. Cameron spoke up. Then I'll withdraw my partnership. Everyone turned to stare at him. I'm serious, Cameron said. If my partnership is complicating Maya's, I'll withdraw my acceptance. I'll go back to being a senior associate, or I'll leave the firm entirely if that's what it takes. Cameron, Maya started. No, he looked at her, his expression fierce. You've worked for this for 6 years. You've earned it. I'm not going to be the reason you lose it. Richard held up a hand. Nobody is withdrawing anything, and nobody is getting fired, but we need to be smart about how we handle this going forward. He pulled up a document on his laptop. Patricia, I've reviewed your motion to dismiss Jennifer's lawsuit. It's excellent work, but we need to address the surveillance video head-on, not pretend it doesn't exist. Patricia nodded. I'm already drafting an amended response. We'll acknowledge that Maya and Cameron continued their relationship despite your directive, but we'll emphasize that the directive was advisory, not disciplinary, that you were concerned about appearances, not actual ethics violations, since they properly disclosed their relationship and aren't working directly together. And we'll argue, Patricia continued, that Jennifer's surveillance demonstrates her malicious intent. She wasn't documenting ethics violations. She was stalking Maya, watching her home, tracking her movements. The fact that she chose to surveil Maya's personal life rather than report concerns through proper channels proves this isn't about firm policy. It's about revenge. Richard considered this. What about the partnership vote? That's more complicated, Patricia admitted. Some partners will see the surveillance video as evidence of poor judgment. Others will see it as Jennifer's continued harassment. Maya needs to control the narrative with the partnership committee before Jennifer's lawyers do. Maya's stomach churned. How? You tell them everything, Patricia said. You request a meeting with the partnership committee this week. You walk them through the entire timeline. The blackmail, the harassment, your disclosure of the relationship to Richard, his directive about professional distance, and your decision to prioritize your safety when Jennifer escalated to stalking. You own the choices you made and explain why you made them. And if they vote against me anyway, then you'll know you fought for it, Patricia said simply. But Maya, you're an excellent attorney. You've brought in significant clients. You've won difficult cases, and you've handled this nightmare with more grace than most people could manage. Don't let Jennifer's vendetta make you forget your value. Richard nodded slowly. Patricia's right. I'll support your partnership, Maya, but you need to make your case to the committee directly. Maya swallowed hard. Okay. As for you, Richard said, turning to Cameron, you're on notice. One more violation of firm policy, and partnership or not, you're done. Are we clear? Crystal, Cameron said. Good. Richard closed his laptop. Now get out of my office, both of you. And Maya. Schedule that committee meeting for tomorrow if possible. The longer we wait, the more time Jennifer's lawyers have to poison the well. They stood, and Patricia gathered her files. As they reached the door, Richard called out, Maya. She turned back. For what it's worth, he said quietly, I understand why you did what you did. I just wish you'd trusted me enough to tell me the truth. Maya felt tears prick her eyes. I'm sorry. I know. Richard's expression softened. Now go prepare for that committee meeting, and this time trust that I'm on your side. In the elevator down to their floor, Maya let out a shaky breath. That could have gone worse, Cameron said. Could it? Maya's voice was hollow. I have to convince the partnership committee that my judgment isn't compromised while admitting I violated Richard's directive. Jennifer's lawyers are going to use that surveillance video to paint me as a liar and a manipulator, and I have 3 weeks to somehow salvage my reputation before the vote. Cameron pulled her close as the elevator descended. You're going to be okay. You don't know that. I know you. He tilted her chin up to meet his gaze. I know you're brilliant and resilient and stronger than you think. And I know that no matter what Jennifer throws at us, we face it together. Maya wanted to believe him. But as the elevator doors opened and they stepped back into the firm's corridors, she couldn't shake the feeling that the worst was still ahead. Her phone buzzed with a text from an unknown number. Enjoy your little victory with Richard. It won't last. I have more videos, and next time, I'm sending them to the Bar Association. Maya showed the text to Cameron, her hands trembling. More videos? Cameron's jaw clenched. What the hell else has she been recording? Maya forwarded the text to Patricia and Richard, then looked up at Cameron. I don't know, but whatever it is, she's planning to use it to destroy my legal career, not just my partnership. Cameron's phone buzzed. He glanced at it, and his face went pale. What? He turned the screen toward her. Another text from an unknown number, this time with an attached video file. The preview image showed Cameron and Maya in her apartment window, clearly visible from the street. The timestamp was from last Thursday night, their first time together after Cameron's arrival at the firm. The message below read, I have hours of footage. Every kiss, every touch, every moment you thought was private. Want to see what the Bar Association will see? Or maybe I'll just post it online. Let the internet decide if Maya Reeves is partnership material. Maya felt the floor tilt beneath her. Jennifer hadn't just been documenting Cameron's arrivals and departures. She'd been filming through the windows, recording their most intimate moments. And now she was threatening to make it all public. Cameron pulled Maya into an empty conference room, his face murderous. We're calling the police, right now. This is revenge porn. It's illegal. It's also leverage, Maya whispered. If we go to the police, she releases everything. If we don't, she holds it over us forever. Then we call her bluff. Cameron, Maya's voice broke. Those videos, if they get out, then we deal with it. He gripped her shoulders. Maya, listen to me. Jennifer is desperate. She's throwing everything she has at us because she knows her lawsuit is falling apart. We cannot let her terrorize us into silence. Maya's phone rang. I just got Jennifer's latest threat, Patricia said without preamble. I'm filing an emergency motion for a protective order. If she releases those videos, she'll face criminal charges for unlawful surveillance and revenge porn. But Maya, you need to prepare yourself. She might release them anyway. What do? You get ahead of it, Patricia said firmly. You tell the partnership committee everything before Jennifer can weaponize it. You control the narrative, or she controls it for you. Maya closed her eyes. How do I tell the partnership committee that there are videos of me and Cameron that Jennifer filmed through my apartment window? You tell them the truth, that you're the victim of a sustained stalking and harassment campaign, that Jennifer violated your privacy in the most egregious way possible, and that you refuse to be blackmailed into silence. After Patricia hung up, Maya sank into a conference room chair. Cameron knelt beside her. Whatever happens, we face it together. Maya looked at him. This man who'd upended her carefully controlled life, who'd risked his own career to stand by her, who refused to let her fight alone. I love you, she said quietly. His eyes softened. I love you too. Even if this costs us everything? Especially then. Maya's phone buzzed again. This time, it was Richard. Partnership committee meeting scheduled for tomorrow 9 a.m. Patricia will be there. So will I. Whatever Jennifer is planning, we face it as a firm. Maya showed Cameron the message. Tomorrow morning, she said. I tell them everything. And then we find out if the truth is enough. Cameron pulled her close, and Maya let herself lean into him, drawing strength from his solid presence. But even as she clung to him, she couldn't shake the cold certainty that Jennifer's final play was still coming. And when it did, it would change everything. Summary. Richard confronts Maya and Cameron about violating his professional distance directive, with Jennifer's surveillance video as evidence. Though furious about the deception, Richard doesn't fire them, but demands Maya meet with the partnership committee to control the narrative. Jennifer escalates with new threats. She has hours of intimate footage filmed through Maya's apartment windows and threatens to release it to the Bar Association or post it online, forcing Maya to prepare for tomorrow's partnership committee meeting where she must disclose everything before Jennifer weaponizes it. Character updates. Maya Reeves, name Maya Reeves, age 28, physical description, age 28, gender female, ethnicity African American, skin tone deep brown, build athletic and toned, hair natural black hair styled in professional twists, eyes dark brown, clothing conservative charcoal suit with ivory blouse, minimal jewelry, distinguishing features intelligent, expressive eyes that reveal her emotional state. Current state terrified and exhausted but determined to fight for her partnership. Facing Richard's anger about violating his directive while simultaneously dealing with Jennifer's escalating threats of revenge porn. Preparing for tomorrow's partnership committee meeting where she must disclose everything. Traits: resilient, brilliant, emotionally vulnerable, fierce when cornered, willing to own her choices. Relationships: Cameron Pierce. Deeply in love, openly acknowledged during confrontation with Richard. Drawing strength from his support while terrified her choices will destroy both their careers. Strained but not broken. Richard is disappointed by her deception, but still supporting her partnership. Maya feels guilty for lying to him. Jennifer Hartwell. Pure terror and rage. Jennifer's surveillance of intimate moments through apartment windows has crossed into revenge porn territory. Patricia Ramos. Trusting her attorney's aggressive strategy to control the narrative before Jennifer weaponizes the surveillance footage. Cameron Pierce. Name: Cameron Pierce, age 42, physical description, age 42, gender, male, ethnicity, Caucasian, skin tone, fair, build, tall and athletic with broad shoulders, hair, dark brown with slight silver at temples, eyes, steel gray, clothing, dark suit and tie, professional but slightly rumpled from stress. Distinguishing features: strong jawline, intense gaze, protective body language. Current state: fiercely protective of Maya, willing to sacrifice his own partnership to protect hers. Murderous rage at Jennifer's surveillance and threats. On final notice from Richard, one more policy violation and he's fired regardless of partnership status. Traits: protective, defiant, loyal to fault, willing to sacrifice for love, dangerously angry at Jennifer. Relationships: Maya Reeves, openly in love, told her so during the crisis. Refuses to let her face this alone despite professional consequences, holding her hand literally and figuratively. Richard Hartwell, on thin ice. Richard is furious about the deception and has put Cameron on final notice. Cameron accepts this but won't apologize for protecting Maya. Jennifer Hartwell, murderous rage at her surveillance and threats, wants to call police immediately despite Maya's fears about Jennifer releasing footage. Richard Hartwell. Name: Richard Hartwell. Age 56, physical description. Age 56, gender, male, ethnicity, Caucasian, skin tone, fair with slight weathering. Build: solid, formerly athletic build now softening. Hair: silver gray, professionally styled. Eyes: sharp blue. Clothing: impeccable, charcoal suit, crisp white shirt, burgundy tie. Distinguishing features: commanding presence, intense gaze, controlled fury in body language. Current state: furious about Maya and Cameron's deception, but still supporting Maya's partnership. Demanding they control the narrative with the partnership committee. Has put Cameron on final notice, one more violation, and he's fired. Treating Jennifer's threats seriously and mobilizing firm resources. Traits: fair but uncompromising, protective of firm reputation, disappointed by deception, still loyal to Maya despite anger, strategic thinker. Maya Reeves, disappointed but supportive, wishes she'd trusted him with the truth, but understands why she made her choices. Still backing her partnership despite complications. Cameron Pierce, furious about repeated policy violations, has put him on final notice. Relationship is strained but not irreparable if Cameron complies going forward. Jennifer Hartwell, taking her threats very seriously, mobilizing firm resources to protect Maya and build case against Jennifer. Patricia Ramos, working closely with her to manage legal strategy and protect Maya. Patricia Ramos. Name: Patricia Ramos. Age 53, physical description. Age 53, gender female, ethnicity Latina, skin tone medium olive, build, average height with elegant bearing, hair, dark brown with subtle highlights, styled in professional bob, eyes, dark brown, clothing, tailored navy suit, cream blouse, understated gold jewelry. distinguishing features, commanding presence, sharp intelligent eyes, confident posture. Current state, strategically managing Maya's defense, drafting amended responses to address surveillance video, filing emergency motion for protective order against Jennifer's revenge porn threats, advising Maya to get ahead of the story with partnership committee. Traits, strategic, aggressive litigator, protective of clients, realistic about challenges, excellent at controlling narratives. Relationships, Maya Reeves, strong attorney-client relationship, pushing Maya to be proactive and control the narrative before Jennifer weaponizes surveillance footage. Richard Hartwell, professional collaboration, working together to protect Maya and the firm. Jennifer Hartwell, preparing aggressive legal response to surveillance and revenge porn threats, filing emergency protective order. Jennifer name, Jennifer Hartwell, age 31, physical description, age 31, gender female, ethnicity Caucasian, skin tone fair, build petite and polished, hair blonde, professionally styled, eyes blue, clothing, expensive professional attire, distinguishing features, calculating expression, cold eyes. Current state, escalating to final desperate measures, has filmed hours of intimate footage through Maya's apartment windows and is threatening to release it to the Bar Association or post it online. Sending threatening texts from unknown numbers. Has already shared surveillance video with her attorney and Richard. Traits, vengeful, calculating, obsessive, willing to cross any boundary, desperate and dangerous. Relationships, Maya Reeves, pure malicious intent. Surveilled her home for days, filmed intimate moments through windows, threatening revenge porn to destroy her career and reputation. Cameron Pierce, using footage of him with Maya as leverage and ammunition. Richard Hartwell, sent surveillance video to his personal email to force his hand against Maya and Cameron. Jordan Chen, name, Jordan Chen, age 28, physical description, age 28, gender, non-binary, ethnicity, Chinese American. Skin tone, light olive, build, slim and stylish, hair, black with burgundy highlights, asymmetrical cut, eyes, dark brown, clothing, trendy designer pieces, bold accessories, distinguishing features, sharp fashion sense, expressive face, protective body language toward Maya. Current state, supporting Maya through the crisis, likely aware of the latest developments and standing by to help however needed. Traits, loyal, protective, emotionally intelligent, fashion-forward, fierce advocate for friends. Relationships, Maya Reeves, best friend providing unwavering support through the escalating crisis with Jennifer. New plotlines, description. Jennifer has hours of intimate surveillance footage filmed through Maya's apartment windows, showing her and Cameron together, threatening to release it to the Bar Association or post it online as revenge porn. This creates immediate legal jeopardy and potential career destruction beyond the existing harassment case. Description. Maya must appear before the partnership committee tomorrow at 9 a.m. to disclose everything: the relationship, Richard's directive, the violations, and Jennifer's surveillance, including the revenge porn threats, in an attempt to control the narrative before Jennifer weaponizes the footage. The committee meeting will determine whether she has any chance at partnership. Description. Patricia is filing an emergency motion for a protective order against Jennifer releasing the surveillance footage, arguing it constitutes unlawful surveillance and revenge porn. However, Jennifer may release the videos anyway, forcing Maya to prepare for the worst-case scenario. Description. Cameron is on final notice from Richard. One more policy violation, and he will be terminated regardless of his partnership status. This creates tension as Cameron wants to continue supporting Maya, but must navigate strict professional boundaries. Resolved plotlines. Richard's immediate response to the surveillance video showing Maya and Cameron's violations of his professional distance directive. He confronted them, expressed his fury about the deception, but ultimately chose not to fire them while demanding they control the narrative with the partnership committee. World changes. Description. Jennifer's tactics have escalated from harassment and stalking to revenge porn threats, filming intimate moments through apartment windows and threatening to release footage to the Bar Association or post it online. This represents a dangerous new level of violation and potential criminal liability for Jennifer. Description: the partnership committee has been made aware of the situation and scheduled an emergency meeting for tomorrow morning, with Patricia and Richard both attending. The entire partnership vote process has been accelerated and complicated by Jennifer's campaign. Description: Cameron's position at the firm is now precarious. He's been put on final notice by Richard and faces immediate termination if he violates any more policies, creating new tension in his ability to support Maya while maintaining employment.
Thanks for watching our stories. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more epic adventures. Thanks for watching our stories. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more epic adventures.